government's supposed to keep us safe, but are we doing too much when it comes to national defense? President candidate Ron Paul believes so.
If another country does to us what we do others, we're not going to like it very much. So I would say that maybe we ought to consider a golden rule in foreign policy. Don't do to other nations what we don't want to have them do to us.
So should we back off, not hit Afghanistan just because they took down our towers? Should we worry about Iraq just because we're shooting at our planes? Joining us right now with his point of view, the man from Stossel, the Fox Business Network's John Stossel. John, welcome back.
Thank you. And I think that mischaracterizes what he says.
Okay.
Because he says we should have attacked Afghanistan after they attacked us. And if Iran shoots down our planes, we should attack them. But he's saying if they don't, we should shrink the mission. And the golden rule stuff is that how would you feel if there were Chinese troops patrolling around outside our studio? You'd be ticked off.
And what is that the analogy to Iraq?
Do unto others what you would have them do unto you.
Right, but we do not do that in areas in which we are not threatened, or our allies are not threatened. Don't you agree?
We have 60,000 soldiers in Germany. We have 30,000 in Japan, 30,000 in South Korea. We can't afford that, and we're not threatened there.
That's a great point. I think these other nations should absolutely, South Korea and Germany should be contributing to our presence there because they're not putting money into their own defense. But let's
Why
go
should
on.
they when we'll do it for them?
Right, and I think that would be great to change. Donald Trump brought that up, and Congressman Paul's contribution is solid. We create our own enemies to make our defense less strong. How do we create our own enemies?
Because when we have troops in their countries, that helps recruit terrorists. And Osama bin Laden did say one reason he brought about 9/11 was because of our troops in Saudi Arabia. I don't think Ron Paul is saying it's the reason. These are fanatics who want to murder us. But one reason they can recruit is our presence.
And you remember the last time we had this philosophy, it was right before World War II and right before World War I. We took in our tentacles. We said, world, you're a screwed up place. We don't want any part of it. We ended up getting sucked into the war because our own salvation was at stake.
Well, because it was right to fight Hitler, who was taking over the world, doesn't mean it's right to fight all these other wars. We fought Vietnam for years. Now we trade with Vietnam. That's better.
Stop spying?
That's a tougher one for me.
So you'll back that up.
If we're going to be at war with these people, we have to have some spying. But the CIA has a horrible record. They didn't protect.
They do a lot of great things. A lot of great work we don't know about.
Maybe. It's all secret, so we have to take their word for it. They didn't predict the fall of the Soviet Union, 9/11, Arab Spring, on and on.
The success of your show and your career is not a secret. We all know it. Watch Stossel tonight, correct?
Tonight, 10 o'clock.
All right, we're going to do that, and you're taking attendance, so everyone show up. Thanks, John.